با یه خدا برابری میکنه. تو نمیتونی یه خدا رو شکست بدی سارگون.
نمیتونم بهت ملحق بشم.
Fighting monsters is impressive. Fighting demons, even better. But fighting God himself. Today we're counting down 7 characters who didn't just challenge destiny, they stood face to face with their world's supreme deity and fought back. Number 7, Sargon, from the game Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Sargon fights Vahram. Yeah, I, Sushareza, am a Persian and I really know what's happening in this game because it has been inspired, by ancient Persian mythologies and things like that. But yeah, Sargon begins as a warrior, not a prophet, not a chosen god slayer. In Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, the world of Mount Qaf is deeply tied to divine forces rooted in Persian mythology. Time itself is unstable, fate bends, reality fractures, and behind it all lies a divine structure manipulating events from beyond mortal understanding. Sargon confronts god-tier beings, all actually have been inspired, by ancient Persian mythologies. All these bosses you fight in this game are, a direct inspiration from, Persian mythologies. And you confront god-tier beings connected to time, prophecy, and cosmic balance. As this story unfolds, he challenges not just powerful enemies, but divine authority embedded into reality itself. Mount Qaf is more than a setting. It's a sacred, mythological space shaped by celestial forces, and Sargon invades it. He rejects the inevitability written for him. He resists forces that treat humanity as expendable pieces in a cosmic game. His battle isn't just against monsters, it's against divine determinism. And Vahram, every time you fight and kill Vahram, he just, survives himself and tells you that you cannot kill a god Sargon. And you try again and again and again until, if you didn't play it, just play it. Sargon represents something different from brute force godslayers. He fights fate itself, and in a world governed by divine timelines, defying fate is defying God. Number 6. The Chosen Undead, Dark Souls. The world of Dark Souls exists under the rule of gods. At the center of that rule stands what? Or better who? Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight, a being who ushered in the Age of Fire and shaped civilization itself. To humans, he is a mythic deity. To the world, he is its architect. And you're undead, cursed, disposable, forgotten. The chosen undead climbs through a collapsing kingdom, defeats ancient lords, and eventually reaches the kiln of the first flame, the birthplace of divine fire. There, they confront Gwyn, not a demigod, not a servant, the god. The fight is quiet, somber, almost tragic. Gwyn isn't a roaring tyrant. He is a fading deity, clinging to a dying age. But make no mistake, you are killing the god who defined existence. Whether you link the flame or let it fade, the chosen undead breaks the cycle controlled by divine hands. They don't just defeat God. You don't just defeat it. You replace him. That's it. Number 5. The Dragonborn, from the Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Alduin, if I pronounce it right, is not just a dragon, he is the world eater. In Nordic mythology within Skyrim, Alduin is a divine being, the firstborn of Akatosh, if I again pronounce it right, destined to end the world and begin it anew. He isn't simply powerful, he is part of creation's design. To stop him, the Dragonborn must enter Sovngarde, the Nordic afterlife. Again, I never got to realize the right pronunciation for this Sovngarde. I used to call it Sovngarde. For example, when I played with my cousins, I just told them that, yeah, now I am entering Sovngarde and something like that. A divine realm beyond mortal time. That's it. That's the description. If you have a very good description, you don't need the name. You don't need the pronunciation. You walk among fallen heroes. You stand in the hall of eternity, and you confront a being tied to the cycle of reality itself. This is more than a boss battle. It is rebellion against cosmic inevitability. Alduin exists to end the world. The Dragonborn says no, and in doing so, they interrupt divine prophecy itself. Number 4. The Tarnished from Elden Ring, the game I played for 5 years. In Elden Ring, the Greater Will is an outer god, a cosmic entity influencing reality through the Elden Ring and its vessels. I don't know why, but I hated Greater Will. I don't know why. At the heart of its control stands the Elden Beast, a divine manifestation of the Greater Will's authority. To reach it, the Tarnished must burn the Earth Tree, overthrow demigods, and dismantle an entire divine order. The Elden Beast is not a king, not a ruler. It is a god's instrument, a living embodiment of divine law, of greater will, of God. And the Tarnished fights it in a celestial ocean beyond time again. The battlefield itself feels holy, silent, infinite, cosmic. This isn't a war for revenge, it's a war for authority, or I can say autonomy. By defeating the Elden Beast, the Tarnished serves the influence of a higher cosmic authority over the lands between. They don't just kill a god, they challenge the right of gods to rule at all. Number 3. Clive Rosfield, Final Fantasy XVI 16. Ultima is humanity's creator, an ancient being who sees humans not as equals but as tools. In Final Fantasy XVI, Ultima orchestrates events from beyond the mortal plane, guiding the flow of magic and shaping civilization toward his desired outcome. Clive rises from tragedy into rebellion. He absorbs the power of icons, godlike entities, and ultimately ascends into Ultima's realm. The final confrontation is metaphysical again. Reality fractures, worlds overlap, creation trembles. Ultima believes humanity is incomplete. Clive rejects that judgment. He refuses to accept that humans were born to serve a divine design. And in defeating Ultima, Clive does something extraordinary. He frees humanity from its creator. What the hell is happening? So, number 2, Creator. What the hell? Kratos from God of War series. Kratos doesn't fight a god, as you know. He fights the gods. In the original God of War trilogy, he confronts Ares, then Zeus, king of Olympus. Zeus isn't symbolic. He is the ruler of the Greek pantheon. the thunder-wielding, fate-defying supreme god. Kratos climbs Mount Olympus itself. He tears through gods of the sea like Poseidon, the sun, the underworld, and finally he faces Zeus in a battle that shatters the heavens. But what makes this fight really actually monumental isn't just spectacle, it's betrayal. Zeus is Kratos' father. This is patricide on a divine scale. Don't you think so? When Kratos kills Zeus, he collapses the divine order of Greece. He doesn't just fight God, he ends him. And we come to number 1, Asura from Asura's Wrath. At number 1 we have the most literal example. Asura fights the creator of the universe. Again, the pronunciation of this entity is really hard. Maybe chakravartin? I call it chakravartin. It has a good vibe, but it's a bad thing because you fight it. Chakravartin, by the way, is not a king and not a god king. He is the architect of existence. He designed the cycle of suffering. He built reality as a system of control. And when Asura ascends to confront him, it isn't in a temple, it's in the cosmos itself. Planets shatter, galaxies twist, time fractures. Chakravartin sees humanity as flawed. Asura sees his daughter. That's the difference. This isn't a philosophical debate, it's a father punching God in the face. Asura doesn't seek power, he seeks justice. And when he defeats Chakravartin, he does the impossible. He ends the will of the creator. In our last video, we talked about characters who invaded heaven. Today, we went further. These characters didn't just storm the gates, they fought God himself. If you haven't watched that Invaded Heaven countdown yet, check it out next and subscribe for more deep dives into gaming's most powerful moments. And thank you for staying with me through the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, I have many ideas to show you, and take care and farewell.